Okay, thanks for listening. We're in chapter 7, market size. I had started to go through a sample questionnaire, and I just thought it needs expanding really. Also, I'll have to do an audio book as well, a straight out audio book, but I might do one that is all of these podcasts joined together as they're off page as well, which I think everyone's finding helpful. Feedback's great, thank you. So sample questionnaire A. So I've given 2 samples of questionnaires in the book, and this is when you're going to go and do your market research, and this can be like in your village or by a shop, or where the market research people do their market research with their clipboards and their pens. Go where they are. They will support you if you're nervous about doing the first one, because I certainly was. One of them even went to get me a cup of tea. I think I was probably shaking the first time I did a market research that I'd created myself, and then I went out and asked the public. So in the book it recommends that you try and speak to 100 people. That may take a few days, it may take one day, one afternoon, and you'll also get people come up to you who are not in your target bracket. So let's say I was wanting to research a potential product for babies and baby safety specifically, and yet I would have like a 75-year-old granddad come up to me and say, can I help you with your market research? So it's not you know, you're trying to get people to help. They will not, so a lot of people will just stop beside you and wait for you to ask them, could you help me with my market research please, and they will, and they'll volunteer there as well. So right, questionnaire A. This is for existing mothers, so this was my example of my one. All right, so you need to write these out yourself. You will need the book to look at to see how to structure the 10 questions that I've used, and then you could slide your 10 questions under mine, which is what I've always said that is possible to do with my template business plans and marketing plans as well, which will be up on the website when it's up and running. It's in process currently. Right, this is for existing mothers with babies, 1 with babies in buggies, 2 possible mothers alone, and mums with another adult. So that's the 3 target types of people that I'm looking for in the street when I was doing my research. Okay, and then you do yourself a script, and this is what you say to people, almost exactly the same words when you introduce yourself. So, is there a chance you could help me please? Question mark. I'm doing some market research into baby products, and show a photograph and put that, and then that is in brackets if you can legally. Now legally I couldn't show a photograph of my product because it was still undisclosed, it was under non-disclosure, so I could only ask questions around the product, but I couldn't mention it and I couldn't show what it was. But I could ask the questions which appertained to give me the answers as to whether it was useful or not to the public. Right, so 1A, may I ask you if you have any children? Question mark. If yes, then question 1B. If no, then thank you for your time. 1B, how many children do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, other. In brackets specify, so you write down how many children they've got. 2, did the changing mat that you bought for your first child last through all of your children? Question mark. Yes or no. If no, why not? And it says in brackets specify. Not applicable, maybe they didn't have a changing mat, go to question B. And number 3, what question is your most recently purchased changing mat in? What condition is your most recently purchased changing mat in? Question mark. Poor, good, very good, or other specified. These questions, you've really got to hone them down, because they've got to give you results, and whatever your results are will tell you, it will give you a synopsis or a summary of how you can go forward with your product idea, or your business idea, or your business service, or a current service that's, that you'd like to provide in your local area. Okay, you can do this with anything. Like, you could do it with hairdressing, you could do it with fish and chip shop, you could do it with anything you want when you're doing your research just before you start your business up. Right, which shops did the changing mats come from? 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 6, did you choose the mat because of colour, pattern, price, size, other, in brackets specify? 7, actually you wouldn't need the book. You could just listen to this, write down what I'm saying here, and then form your own questions. All right. Right, number 7, when your baby or babies became older, did you find the task of nappy changing easier or harder? And put in reasons why, and then you put your reasons in. This is all on a marketing form, 1 A4 sheet, and you just have it 1 sheet, nothing else. No 2 sheets, 3 sheets, just 1 with all the questions on. Just get it all on 1, and it's easy to ask each of your recipients or people that are listening to you. What surface did you use your mat on at home? Bed, changing unit, floor, or other? Then 8. That was 8A. 8B. Where are you usually in relation to the baby when changing a nappy? At the side or at the end, or other? Have you ever experienced back pain from changing a nappy? Yes or no? And then any details that you can fill in them from them. Number 10, what do you think of public changing facilities for babies? And then I've put 2 lines in there so that anything that the person mentions can all be written in and form part of the market research. Then there's another script at the end. Thank you very much for your valuable time. I need to ask at least 10% of people for their contact details to prove this research has been carried out. Is it possible to take yours? Due to data protection, GDPR, all contact details will be destroyed once the research has been collated. And that happened, and that's best to stick to that. You know, you do your research, you find out your results, and then you destroy the whole lot. Then you are compliant with GDPR. Okay, right, and now this is the second questionnaire, and I forgot my timer, but we went to 8 minutes, so I'm going to do another one. Bear with me.